All right, thanks, Anna. Well, it's a miraculous story going viral this week. A 3-year-old Canadian boy, born deaf, hearing music for the very first time. Watch this video. Well, little August can now hear certain sounds thanks to a device implanted in his brain. Joining us now with their incredible story, 3-year-old August and his mother, Sophie Garreau. Nice to see you this morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Sophie, when did you first learn? I mean, it's hard enough being a parent, and then to learn that your child is born deaf. What did that moment feel like to you when the doctors told you that initially?
Well, I mean, we found out when he was 1.5 years old officially, but we had doubts since he was at least 6 months old, and it just took a while. So, of course, I mean, it's totally devastating when you learn. It was really, really devastating, but we knew before, so I think we kind of expected it at that point.
And then you probably said, okay, well, this is not so bad. We know that there are so many procedures with the cochlear implants. We know that hundreds of thousands of people can have these implanted in their ear canals, and then they may be able to hear. So you went through that process, and what happened when you tried to get the cochlear implant?
Well, here in Canada, we have to go through a whole process with the hearing device, and then when that doesn't work, then you go to cochlear implants. And because he was so deaf, we did a bilateral cochlear implant simultaneously, so it's done at the same time. And then he wore the cochlear implants for 6 months, and there was no improvement whatsoever. So he did all the hours of therapy, everything, and nothing was working, and then we figured out that it probably wouldn't work, and I think that was the most devastating moment, because your hopes have been higher up by, you know, you've expected things to work out because they work out so well for all the other patients. And then it didn't work out. So.
But then, of course, we have this incredible miracle this week when we see this unbelievable video, all thanks to an experiment, really. You go from cochlear implants, you must have been so frustrated thinking, well, nothing's going to work. How did you uncover this experimental procedure that led to this video that we're seeing on the screen?
We actually saw another viral video on Facebook of the first American that got the ABI implant, and when I saw it, it just got my curiosity, because really by that time we thought this was the end of it. I mean, August is deaf, and he's always going to be deaf. He can't hear us right now. I mean, he has his device and he hears a bit, but he's going to be deaf. But at the same time, we did feel like this could help him out in some way and help him lip read or hear just reference sounds like a dog barking. So we did the research and, you know, digging in and talking to the California team. It sounded like August was a perfect candidate, and we just went along with it, I mean, after a lot of research.
So after this procedure, after 6-hour operation at the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, they successfully put this device in the brainstem of your son. What was that moment like when you see him react to music for the first time?
That was amazing. It was an amazing moment, and we were with friends and close people to us, and we were having fun, basically. And he has fun, even though he doesn't hear. But then we started noticing him jumping and saying, "I want it again, you know?" Oh. And then he was saying, "Stop, like, the music's over, there's no more." And then he was saying, again. So we really freaked out, and then someone took their iPhone out and said, "We have to film this moment." I have shivers just thinking of that moment. And, you know, we're really hoping that we'll get more with time. We're actually flying out to LA tomorrow for his 3rd programming session, where they put the volume up a bit, so he might start hearing a bit more. Maybe next week you'll hear about him doing something else. And
hearing your voice, and oh, that's incredible. Well, you talk about you having shivers. We all have shivers this morning. And Sophie, and in August, deep in his iPad, probably like my son at this hour of the morning. We appreciate you joining us.
He's fine. Look, can you wave? Can you wave? Can you say hi? This is a little 3-year-old who can't stay seated, right?
Oh,
this is the best way to keep them seated, but yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on a wonderful moment. Thanks.
Thank you for having us. And thanks.